Welcome to Dirty Work, where we pull back the curtain and chat with those rolling up their sleeves and getting their hands dirty to make a real difference. Join Kristie Coade, CEO of AMC Commercial Cleaning, as she speaks with CEOs, researchers, and decision makers, and get access to the insights, strategies, and success stories that can help you leave your own mark.
Incorporated in 1969, the first service of Barnardos opened in Auckland, New Zealand in 1972. To support the work of Barnardos UK, which was established a century ago to help homeless and vulnerable children. Today, Barnardos work across early learning, social and community work, care services and 0800 WhatsApp helpline, with more than 30,000 children, youth and families each year. Barnardos advocate for lasting change, pushing for better laws, policies and systems that work for children and uphold their rights. AMC Commercial Cleaning partners with Barnardos across their early learning centres and offices, most recently through the Growing with Waste, led by Wesley the Worm, an environmental sustainability program. This shared connection opens the door to explore how clean environments, well-being and care for community intersect, and how small practical changes like waste reduction or food security initiatives can support broader social outcomes. My guest today is CEO of Barnardos, Matt Reid. With a rich history of leadership spanning 25 years, Matt has held prominent positions in the public sector, including the Museum of New Zealand Te Papa, and has served as an Assistant Auditor General. Matt's unwavering passion lies in ensuring that every child, irrespective of their community, is afforded equal opportunities to explore and nurture their unique talents. Matt Reid, welcome to Dirty Work.
Thank you, Kristie. Good to be here.
So excited to have this
Lovely to meet you.
And you in person. Yeah, it's fantastic. So we're going to have just a really relaxed chat today.
Sounds great.
I've got a whole bunch of questions for you, some easy, some a little harder.
Yeah, bring it on.
Good. Like your attitude. But I'm going to start with what we do in every podcast, which is the Fast Five, which I haven't shown you yet. So I'm going to throw you in it a little bit.
No, good.
All right. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. What's the last show or series that you binged?
Ted Lasso.
Oh, I love that.
Absolutely fabulous.
It's great. Have you done all
Great,
seasons?
all of it.
Yeah.
Binged.
Yeah.
Over 2 weeks.
It's good. It's really good.
And amazing leadership stories, eh?
Yes.
You laugh,
yeah.
you cry.
Yeah, it's warm.
Beautiful.
Yeah, good.
Bring on the next season.
Are they doing it next
They
week?
are.
Fantastic. Great. First job?
After paper on McDonald's. Managing a
Right.
McDonald's in Upper Hutt at the age of 17.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good place to work?
It was fabulous.
Did you eat a lot of McDonald's?
I probably ate too much.
Do you eat McDonald's now?
No, I don't.
You've turned you off.
Yeah, this was a while ago.
Mine was at Noodle Hut or Noodle Box or something, so similar vein.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You learned some great skills, eh? Customer
Oh,
service.
sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
but it probably wasn't the most hygienic of workplaces.
I hear you. Yeah.
Yeah. Favourite book?
Huckleberry Finn and Tom Sawyer. So old. Yeah. My
that's
favorite.
sweet.
They're still my favourite stories.
That's really
Yeah.
sweet. I love that.
Yeah.
If you could master any skill outside of what you do, what would it be?
I'd be a professional golfer.
Do you golf now?
I do golf.
Well?
Pretty average.
What's your
Pretty
handicap?
If I had one, probably around 18, 20.
Okay, that's all right.
Played a lot when I was younger.
Good.
Dreamt of,
Do you play often now still?
Not
or?
often enough. My son's just started playing, so
Oh, bless.
yeah, so really lovely playing with him every
Yeah,
fortnight.
that's nice.
Yeah.
And something about you that might surprise people.
I was going to play cricket for the Black Caps. As a kid, I grew up knowing I was going to play for the Black Caps, but I just wasn't good enough.
Well, at least you realised
I wasn't
early.
good enough, yeah.
Yeah,
But I
right.
was going to play, and I was going to play against Australia,
Yeah.
and I was going to get 10 wickets.
Yeah, right. Good.
Yeah, but yeah, never. That dream never eventuated. Didn't quite
here we are.
Didn't quite have the skills.
All right, so I'm going to dive in a little bit more about you and what you do and why we're having this conversation. So you've held leadership roles across government, community and cultural organisation. What is the thread that connects all of those for you?
I think service, Kristie, service to those that I've been privileged to serve. New Zealanders. And, Te Papa, at Te Papa, it was a magic time when the museum opened. In the first year we served 2 million guests and visitors through the doors. And to today, at Barnardos, serving children and families who really need us the most. Yeah. And it's a real privilege. So service is the short answer.
Yeah, nice.
Service to the public.
And you have a really interesting mantra. Can you tell me a bit about that?
Oh, have you heard about Mahia Atu?
I have.
Yeah.
I was going to try and pronounce it, and I thought
Mahia
that.
Atu.
It's beautiful.
So it was a phrase gifted to me about 10 years ago. I was doing a lot of work in the Hutt Valley in some high deprivation communities. And the teams and amazing people I was working with got a bit tired of me saying, just make it happen, just do it. So I was gifted this beautiful phrase called Mahia Atu, which means just do it. Just make it happen.
Yeah.
And it's actually all about trust, trusting people to do the right things. And I often think trust is the greatest gift of leadership, but often the hardest thing to gift.
Very true.
Yeah, but I think I'm an inherent believer that most of us are good human beings. And when we trust good human beings to do the right thing, they generally do it.
Yeah.
So
nice.
yeah, it's about trust.
That's really lovely.
Yeah.
And when life and work gets heavy, what helps you recharge or keeps you grounded in those moments?
So beautiful. I've got 3 beautiful children. In fact, 2 they're now in their 20s, so I shouldn't say children. But my youngest, William, he's 17. Him and I love going to a wild place in the Warrapa called Ngāwi, Cape Palliser, a very wild, rugged beach.
Oh, wow.
And it's my happy space. I've got a friend with a very old school batch, and we just sit on the beach and fish.
Oh, that's lovely.
Occasionally catch something, not always, but I go there often with my son, and it's the place I do recharge, and I think
get away from the noise.
Yeah, fabulous place.
I'd love to explore more of New Zealand.
Well, you need to get to Ngāwi, Ngāwi, Cape Palliser. Yeah.
I've got to do anything outside of Auckland. I've only done Auckland.
Oh, okay, we need to fix that, Kristie.
I know.
Yeah.
You've got some stunning scenery that I'm yet to explore.
Absolutely, yeah.
Good. And what hobby, passion or simple joy keeps you the most happy?
Well, I just talked about fishing. Yeah.
Fishing, cricket, golf.
Cricket, golf. I'm absolute cricket tragic. So I'd happily sit at a test match for 5 days watching cricket.
Yeah.
Golf. I have ridden a bike for a while, and just this weekend I'm doing a crazy race for charity.
Oh wow!
And I haven't been on my road bike for some time, so I'm
How many kilometres is that?
I'm only doing 50.
Only 50.
But I'm preparing for the pain because it's been a wee while.
I couldn't do one, so you're doing all right.
I'm sure you could.
I don't think I've ridden a bike in a long time.
Anything for a good cause, eh?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, a friend of mine runs a wonderful charity that gets bikes to schools for.
Oh,
and
great.
So I'm supporting him.
Yeah, fantastic. Wow, you're going to be sore on
I will be
Monday.
sore. I will be, yeah.
Yeah. Looking back, what experiences, professionally or personally, shaped the way you approach life and leadership?
Good. Oh, there's so many experiences, Kristie, and I'm keen to throw that question back to you too. But I was blessed with an incredible upbringing. Mum and dad, brother and sister. I often say we lived in paradise.
Oh, that's lovely.
And, I'm really proud that my 3 children have also lived in paradise. Not so proud that too many children don't get the benefits of paradise. And I think without overtly, my parents taught me that at a young age that the playing field wasn't level in Aotearoa, New Zealand. And I think that's really helped shape me, particularly to get to the work that I've been doing, particularly over the last 15 years. And I've got to say I've been blessed with working with the most incredible people and leaders who I've learnt from, and incredible colleagues and teammates that have taught me so much. So, yeah, it's the people that have shaped me, family, friends, and, in my professional life, colleagues. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So what about you?
Me, what's shaped me? Well, my father started this company 36 years ago. So I've lived and breathed commercial cleaning and AMC my whole life. And he certainly came from the school of hard knocks and roll up your sleeves, and certainly a different type of leadership than what we potentially see now. And so I kind of got thrown in it, which is, learning on the job rather than, schooling or other such ways that people do, or more conventional ways that people do. So that certainly shaped my leadership within this role, and this is my leadership within any. This has been my whole life. So that's the only leadership I know and the only style I know.
Well, can I say congratulations on what you've achieved, you and your dad and your business.
Yeah, thank you.
And I've got to say I'm always blown away by organisations like yours that are giving back to community. And I know you've got a mantra around people first. people before numbers, I think it is. Hey, I love that. So thank you to you, your dad, and all of your
you're welcome.
Your teammates for what you do. Yeah.
Oh, I think it's so important. There's so many companies out there that say things but don't do things. And for us, it's really important to give back, particularly when we have these partnerships where we look after so many of your centres and facilities, that it's a no-brainer that when we're in there, we want to be more involved in whatever way we can. So
you're walking the talk. You are walking the talk.
I hope more people. I wish more people did, but it really is. We really live and breathe that.
Absolutely. Well, good on you. And you're an ambassador for
Children's Cancer.
Fabulous.
Yeah, for their Dare for Cure, Dare to Cure program, which is where I have to, jump off a trapeze or, eat hot chili or, many number of dares.
What's the craziest dare you've had to do?
Probably the trapeze. That was a good 6 years ago now, but that was in Sydney and it was exceptionally high, but it was right on the harbour overlooking the bridge, and you can't beat that. But we collectively as a team raise a lot of money for that event alone, and then we just get heavily involved with the CCI throughout the year in many other programs. But I can't think of, and it's similar with Barnardos, I can't think of any other organisation or any other organisation that's more important than those that look after children. And CCI and what you do both do that for me. So it's a no-brainer for me.
So ka pai means great, awesome. Well,
You're going to have to teach me some of these.
Ka pai. So if I say ka pai, that means great. Yeah. So ka pai.
I'm not going to even try. That's really hard.
You just
try that again.
Ka pai.
Ka pai.
Yeah.
Ka pai. All right, that's going to be my word of the day.
Mahia atu.
Oh, no, too much. You've lost me. If you could share one piece of advice with your younger self, what would it be?
Oh, jeepers, that's a really good question. Probably slow down a bit. Yeah. So naturally very, very impatient. And it's been in me for some time. So always been in a hurry to get things done. And sometimes in a leadership perspective, that's meant I've left others behind, which we both know is not a ingredient for success, right? We've got to bring our people with us. And so slow down is the big one.
Yeah.
Your mantra of people over numbers. Back in my early days, I was a CFO. And
that tells me a lot.
It's the numbers. That used to get my focus.
Yeah.
No,
But there's a correlation there either way, because people over numbers it's still about finding the right people, and therefore the numbers will work itself out.
100%.
Because if you're churning, that's where the numbers start adding up. But if you're finding the right people, investing in those people,
absolutely. Yeah.
I mean, that's the hope, isn't it? And it's the hardest part of leadership is finding those right people.
Totally.
Yeah.
Surround ourselves with people better than us, right?
Oh, every day. And I'm
challenge.
So fortunate that my whole team are so incredibly good at what they do that I can sit back and watch them achieve great things, and somehow I'm along for that ride.
That's success, That's leadership.
Absolutely. Yeah. I always employ people that are smarter than me and better than me in all fields, because why not? Why wouldn't you?
And why doesn't everyone do that? I mean, I don't
know why people get threatened not to or intimidated not to.
Yeah.
You succeed, I succeed. That's how I see it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You talk about what's best for the child, and you put that ahead of what's easiest for the system. How do you keep that front and centre in your decision making?
Yes, I said earlier. I think I live in the most beautiful country, Aotearoa. I wouldn't live anywhere else. Maybe Australia. Australia.
You're allowed. You don't have to.
And I'm really, really proud of most children getting the benefits of an incredible country. Not so proud that far too many children don't. 1 in 8 children currently in Aotearoa live in material hardship poverty.
Right.
1 in 7 children experiencing family violence. Simply not good enough. Simply not good enough. And, I've been in a world of government roles, local government roles, where I see far too much red tape and bureaucracy getting in the way of making the right decisions for children. So I'm a huge believer in that notion of servant leadership. And I'm here to serve the children and families that Barnardos serves. And so, that's a really important driver for me.
No doubt.
And if that means occasionally having to challenge the system respectfully and professionally, then ka pai will do that.
Is that word again?
Yeah, ka pai.
Ka pai.
And can I just share one really quick story with you of this
That's what
in
this is
action?
about. Yeah.
So Monday morning just gone, I had a beautiful occasion where one of Barnardos, we do care for teenage boys in this case, and one of our facilities is a locked facility. So just imagine a locked facility with a big wire fence around it. And it's a venue that's been going for some time, supporting young ones with some harmful behaviours. And the dream of the staff there for about 20 years, including a beautiful kaumātua, an elder Māori leader who sadly passed, was to always have a whare, a house outside the wire where the boys could start their journey with us, and also where mum and dad, uncle, auntie, grandma, granddad could also come and stay, a sort of marae setting. And long story short, on Monday just gone, we had a beautiful ceremony to welcome 20 volunteers who are currently building this whare, this home for us, for these boys, their families.
Wow.
And it filled my heart with such warmth.
Yeah.
You know, effectively 20 people who have taken 2 weeks annual leave.
Wow.
Barnardos has done some fundraising. Not a cent of government money is required. And, 18 months ago we got told, no, you probably can't do that, Barnardos. You probably can't do that, Matt. Now, again, back to that mahia atu spirit. It is the right thing to do for those young people and their families. So we're doing it.
Amazing.
And magic is happening.
So it's being built currently?
It's being built, yeah. I'll show you some photos.
Please, yeah.
And it'll be built in
amazing.
2 weeks.
Great.
And it's a real, I think, in a sector, the care services sector, really tough work. And I have huge admiration for everyone working in it. But it needs more hope. It needs more hope and more ambition. And what we're doing in a really small way is showing how that can be achieved through working with, in this case, volunteers, philanthropy, businesses and others to achieve good things. Yeah, the government can't do it all.
Well, let me know when you need it to be cleaned.
Yeah,
I'll come clean.
Okay, done.
No, I will. I'll roll it myself. We'll come clean it. When you need the builders clean, we'll come do it.
Okay,
Happy to.
you're on.
Yeah, of course. So how we can contribute our time is I can get the team out there and we can roll up our sleeves and clean it.
It's a fabulous project, yeah.
Yeah, amazing. Congratulations. That's really, really wonderful.
Yeah.
From where you sit, what is the biggest challenges facing children and families right now in New Zealand?
Oh, that's really complex, Kristie, really complex. I gave you some numbers. 1 in 8 children experiencing material hardship, 1 in 7 experiencing family violence in the home. I think there's so much going on inside the family dynamic, cost of living, income, poverty.
Yeah.
And what we're seeing because of that is a whole lot of really complex issues for children in particular. So it's complex, but it comes back to that. I think poverty is a really big causation of some of the challenges that we're seeing. Mental health,
and it's so layered now with children, particularly. You know, you've got the poverty or the domestic violent backgrounds, and then you add things like social media, and things that just kind of they pile on.
Absolutely. Yeah.
We were actually just talking about social media with kids just before you came in, and just how challenging that must be, because I didn't grow up with social media in that way, and then you add all the things that you've just mentioned as well. I can't imagine.
It's complex for young people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you navigate that as a 16-year-old?
Absolutely. And I think when I grew up, I was in a village, right? And a village to raise a child. That's a beautiful phrase, and we use it often at Barnardos.
Yeah, and it's a true phrase.
We believe in it. Yeah.
I 100% believe in it.
And some of the villages are just being broken down a little bit. Yeah.
And if you could change one thing in New Zealand's social policy overnight, what would the wish be?
Again, great question. I'd probably get rid of the social policy, actually.
Yeah.
And I think what New Zealand needs is a long-term, and Barnardos has started having this conversation, a generational plan for children. A plan that all political parties buy into, that is long-term. It's about actions, meaningful actions. I think too often, and I get it, we see, governments come and go, policies change, strategies change, three-year cycles. What we actually need is a generational plan for children.
Very fair.
That is all about action.
Well, and then no political agenda associated to it, or trying to win an election or whatever.
And It's a plan that needs a nation behind it, not just political parties, but a nation. And what's more important than children, eh? What's more important?
Couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
And you know, you get the foundations right with those children from the start. And
absolutely. Yeah.
No, I couldn't agree
more.
more.
What about for Australia? What do you think?
I think I would probably agree with you. I think you mentioned earlier red tape, and I think that sometimes decisions take so long or approvals take so long because, you know, you go through this department, when really it could have just been a yes or a no.
Yeah.
And by the time they've stalled again, you know, how much damage is being caused in that period of time. So I think the hierarchy of it all, or the bureaucracy of it all, is just, it can be overcomplicated.
Yeah.
When really it should just be a simple, what can we do and when can we do it?
I agree. I think too much looking up, Too much looking up at ministers and, you know.
And Australia is very, you know, we've got so many, there's so many policies and rules and red tape that it just overcooks everything.
Yeah.
And then the action doesn't get done, or it doesn't get done as quickly as it could or should.
Agreed. Yeah. And you I find when you get into some of those organisations, full of the most incredible people, who all want the same thing. So I think the great challenge is a leadership challenge, and it goes back to that.
Completely agree.
That gift of trust. We've got to trust our people to go forth and do good, much more than we currently do. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Looking back, what are you most proud of, either professionally or personally, or both?
Most proud of professionally, it would definitely be supporting others that I've worked with to do amazing things. So whether they've been colleagues or I've been the leader of a team, really watching people succeed has been the thing that's filled the heart the most. And when that's transpired into amazing outcomes for children and families, particularly over the last 15, 20 years, that really fills me up. Yeah.
And I think you would have, you know, as much as there's the bad news stories, I think particularly in your line of work, to see some of those successes and the good news stories and the outcomes.
Absolutely.
Makes it all worth it.
It fills the heart, definitely. Yeah. So seeing others succeed is the short answer. What? So for you?
Professionally, I would similar vein actually. I'm most proud of my people.
Yeah,
it's not about me in any way, shape, or form. I've just got such a great team and a fun team. I love working with them, and they're all very talented, and they make great things happen. But then even, you know, throughout the whole organisation, I've got some cleaning teams that just have created unbelievable success within themselves, and you know, come up from a cleaner through to a supervisor to, you know, support roles, and
fabulous.
Just, you know, what we do is dirty work. It is hard work, and it's relentless. And
someone has to do it, right?
Someone has to do it, but you know, you don't often have people call you and say, "Great cleaning, great job." It's more often than not people would call and say, "Hey, you've missed this, or you could have done this better." So it's really important in my industry to continue to keep it positive, because they don't often hear the positive. So I'm really proud of my team. My team is sensational.
Ka pai.
Ka pai.
There you go. You got it. You've got it.
There.
You've got it.
By the end of the day, I'm going to
you've
nail
got it now. You've got it now, Kristie. Yeah.
If you could have dinner with anybody, living or dead, who would it be? That's a challenging one.
Yeah, no, well, I guess three people come to mind immediately.
Oh, good.
First is Nelson Mandela.
Wow.
Huge hero for me. Just what he did through his entire life, actually, and his resilience in particular. Tiger Woods.
Okay.
Tiger Woods.
That's a unique room so far.
I'd love to have a cup of tea with Tiger. And probably in New Zealand, Jacinda Ardern.
Okay.
Yeah, Dame Jacinda. So
that's a very unique dinner.
Yeah. Well, I watched the Prime Minister movie last week, and I was inspired. I was inspired by her leadership and her courage through what was such a difficult time in New Zealand and global with the COVID in particular. But
it's a very unique dinner, but an interesting dinner.
It'd be cool, eh?
I'll come.
For you?
I actually was I don't know. I honestly couldn't answer it. I haven't thought hard. I'll have something by the end of the day for you, but I haven't thought enough about it. I mean, it's probably more local than your answer. I'd probably just say, you know, some family members that I didn't get to spend enough time with, grandparents or something of that nature, just thinking on my feet. But when you lose grandparents and you lose them young.
Oh, absolutely.
I just would like to get into their stories a little bit. But no, I don't really have a very good answer for that.
Well, that's a really good, what you just said is a really good answer.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
Grandparents of some
goodness,
description.
Likewise, I'd love to.
Right? Just a deep dive into.
How good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what small daily rituals or habits do you have that brings you joy?
Don't do it enough, but physical exercise is really important to me. And I've probably been guilty of being too busy.
I mean, you're about to do a 50K bike ride. I think you're doing okay.
Well, yeah, no. So going to the gym, doing some really hard exercise.
Yeah.
Helps, really helps. And so that's
Good. What gives you hope?
Kristie, another really good question. I think what gives me the most hope is the children and families that we serve. Despite the challenges and hardship they face, they are some of the most resilient, strong, courageous people that I've ever come across. And, I often hear people talking about those sort of children and families from a deficit perspective. I think they're amazingly courageous and strong. I've seen, some young parents, some young mums that I've met who are really, really living in really tough environments, just so resilient and so strong. So that fuels me with great hope. Yeah.
I was doing a similar conversation with Professor Michelle Haber out of the Children's Cancer Institute, and her answer was the same, in that she found that the children that she works with and helps, the resilience and the positivity that come out of them is what gives her, the pep in her step every day.
Yeah.
And these are children who are fighting for their life in a myriad of different ways. But
it's inspirational.
It's unbelievable. Yeah.
I mean, I occasionally moan if I'm sitting in traffic for too long.
Right.
Or the coffee's not warm.
Well, I think what you do, you certainly. Yeah. Well, that's exactly right, and it puts things in perspective really quickly, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah. We're very fortunate.
Yeah. Yeah.
How does Barnardos measure real impact beyond numbers?
Oh, it's a really, really good question, and I think it's an area for improvement for us. I think what I would say is holding relationships is really important. So, we do all the measurements and we report numbers back to our various funding partners about how many children and families that we've served. But I think when you hold the relationships during and post the work we do, and you find out what's happening the year after or 2 or 3 years after.
How do you measure that? That's impossible to measure.
You hear it through the relationships.
That's it.
We've got our AGM next week, and there's a beautiful 25-year-old young man now who had some time with Barnardos as a teenager. And I'm really proud that Barnardos has held that relationship. And this young man is off doing incredible things now. Incredible things. In fact, he met the King.
Oh, wow.
He met King Charles last year.
Wow.
That's so. Yeah, holding the relationships is really important. But we, and when I say we, it's the sector, do need to get better at measuring the real impact of our work. And I'm actually encouraged by what the current government's doing with its social investment agency, which is all about about that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's many, but a particular moment or the most impactful moment for you over your time with Barnardos that stands out?
Well, I guess I'll give you 2 actually. And the first one was a moment of, for me, utter sadness. So we had a residential home serving teenage boys. So just a residential home where we were caring for some teenage boys. And for a number of reasons we had to close a home, and I won't say where it was, but I went up and spoke to the team, and I was sitting in a lounge room, and I was sitting with 5 staff that had a combined experience of over 80 years. And I was really saddened that we were losing those incredible people doing incredible work. And then the night before we closed the home, had a call from one of the teams saying, Matt, there's still a young boy in this house and he doesn't know where he's going tomorrow. It was a 13-year-old boy who had had a pretty troubled background, had no idea where tomorrow was going to be. And so that broke my heart and just, again, confirmed for me that parts of the system are broken and need to be fixed. that's not acceptable.
And how much more? Like, what can you do? And you want to do everything.
Yeah, but the system should have.
Wow.
We knew 2 months out that the home was closing. There should have been a solution for that young boy. He should have known where he was going. So he went to bed that night, not knowing where tomorrow was going to be. And I just can't imagine that. He'd been in and out of various homes, very, very troubled background. And that's not good enough. No. Simply not good enough.
No, I completely agree.
And so the system, so that was a moment. And the other moment on a positive note is the building of the home, the whare down in Christchurch.
I love that.
It's great. We talk a lot about kotahitanga, another word for you.
Okay.
Kotahitanga is united team, united approach. And one of the big missions that Barnardos is on is to have a united Barnardos. We do social work, education, care work with a fabulous helpline, all doing incredible work. But when you bring it all together, magic can happen. And that's so Barnardos is big on one united approach. And if I think about the power of kotahitanga from a much larger perspective, imagine what we could achieve working with business, with iwi, with Pacifica groups, with government, to achieve even better things and bigger things for the children and families that need us the most. So, and that whare build that's happening right now is kotahitanga in action. It's also mahia atu in action, but it's that united approach to do good.
Amazing. Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah.
How important in that on that line of thinking? How important are partnerships, whether it be through government or community partnerships, like your cleaning team?
Yeah.
How important are those partnerships?
Firstly, our cleaning team is fabulous.
Good.
And what you've done with the worm farms across our early learning centres.
Yes, I will touch on that. That's very exciting stuff.
It is absolutely amazing.
Good.
So partnerships are everything. Relationships, it's relationships. And for us, Barnardos, our relationships can be, we're a charity, so money's important. We need to raise monies to do what we do for the children and families. But businesses don't need, it's not just about money, it's about in-kind support. It's about the incredible leadership that I think corporates and businesses can play too. So many aspects of how corporates and businesses can play a part, and they can. And I heard some stats recently on the money bit, that 90% of the giving in the world, so giving of money, is done through private wealth, and yet, so 90% of the giving private wealth, and yet corporate wealth makes up 500 times all other wealth. So in there for me is, come on, you big corporates. Come on, you big corporates.
Put your money where your mouth is.
Yeah. You can do so much more.
Yeah.
And I know you've all got shareholders.
Yeah.
And you've all got bottom lines. But you can do more.
How do you think we encourage more companies, corporates or the like?
I'm going to throw that back at you. You've got an incredible business. How do you think we can?
Well, in our line of work, I would like to see a heavier weighting in tenders or bids or opportunities which we pitch for.
Nice.
I would like to see a heavier weighting on social responsibility.
Yeah.
I think and I can understand why this is the case, but too often companies are chosen, again in our line of work specifically, but probably broader, too often companies are chosen based on commercials.
Yeah.
Which, I understand that's a part of the conversation.
Yeah.
But to choose a company that is cheaper over a company that has a wealth of social responsibility because they do really truly believe in the change or the good is where I would like to see a change. I would like to see companies that I pitch for, tenders that I put in for, that we collectively put in for, to turn around and go, we've chosen you because of.
Yeah.
Not because you're the cheapest or whatever the case. I think that would certainly help.
Sounds fabulous.
What about yourself? What do you think would encourage companies?
So I've seen lots of social procurement policies in my time, particularly in the government world. We don't have one. Our policy is, if you want to work for Barnardos, how are you going to support the children and families that we serve?
Great.
And that is the question that we ask anyone that's sort of bidding for work.
Well, you've just done it.
You're an example of that.
Yeah.
You guys are walking the talk. And, we're now blessed with incredible corporate partners that are walking the talk. Office Max, Milford Foundation, Cello, Willis Bond, 2 Degrees, and I could go on.
Yeah.
Incredible organisations that, like you, want to be part of doing good.
Well, and it goes beyond just, the commercial element of our relationship where we clean your centres and you pay an invoice and that's just that's just business relationship.
Yeah.
But it goes beyond that when we start to be invested in your mission, your team, the children, we start to really be involved, deeply involved, and therefore all of that commercial stuff disappears. That's the background noise, and we're all here for the same reason.
Kapai.
Kapai. I'm going to get it before the end of the day.
No, you've got it. You've got it. And again, the worm farms are.
Yes. Well, let's touch on the worm farms. So we've worked together with Wesley our worm.
Yeah, Wesley the worm.
Wesley the worm, growing for waste.
There's a few Wesleys now.
Yeah. So tell us a bit about that program from your perspective.
Oh, well, it's been, again, really heartening. Again, big thanks to you and your team for enabling it to happen. So you started with 3 of our early learning centres up here in Auckland, where you've helped us put worm farms in.
Yep.
And the tamariki, the children, just absolutely love it. And they love the learning about it. The idea that food waste can go into these worm farms. The worms do what they do, and they create magic, and that magic can then go on to help gardens flourish and grow.
Yeah.
And the learning around that and the imagination it sparks in the children is fabulous. So, and I'm really delighted we're going to do it across all of our centres now.
Right, I know. I'm so pleased.
22 centres and hopefully more.
Lots of Wesleys.
Yeah, go Wesley, hey, go Wesley.
Oh, I'm so proud of the initiative and I can't take any credit for it. I really can't. Shamini Masalamani, our marketing director, our very talented marketing director, who's probably listening to this and cringing that I'm talking about it.
No, she is fabulous.
She's amazing. So that was her initiative. So I give all credit to her there and rolling it out across the 22 centres. And just you're right, just the kids learning about waste and sustainability.
All of that.
And it's not our core business. It's not cleaning, but it's about having conversations with children early to create these habits, these ideas that can then become somewhat muscle memory
for
their future.
Yeah. No,
and fun.
It really is.
Yeah, good.
And I don't know who came up with the name Wesley, but I love
Shamini.
Go.
She's brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, really good. All right. So leading through change, how do you nurture resilience with yourself and with others?
Oh, Kristie, it's a really good question too. I think it's got to start with us, right? So we need to be resilient ourselves, and I've talked a little bit about well-being being a really important part of resilience. And I think too, when I think about resilience now, I also think that as leaders, it's okay to show humility and be vulnerable. And I probably don't see that enough in leadership, but it can be tough, at times.
That's really true. No,
it can be really tough. So I think,
but it's a strength.
Yeah, I think resilience is actually showing a bit of vulnerability. And I think in others, the really important bit there, and it's often one of the hard things, is we need to understand and really know our people. We need to know the signs where things might not be going too well for people. So really understanding our people is so important. And when you get busy, it can be hard. And you do,
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
What does a good day look like for you as CEO?
Oh, jeepers. Yeah. I think what does a good day look like? Most days are really busy, but when I'm in environments where I feel real energy and positivity about the bigger cause that we're part of, that really fills me. And, a great example yesterday in Mangere, where Barnardos started, we had a session with our staff up here and what I felt was a real energy and an excitement and a real desire to do more. And I felt good about. I felt really good about that because Barnardos we've been through a really tough couple of years. Really, a couple of big restructures. The team have been through some challenging times, and so again, I'm answering your question. I feel good when I feel the energy of others. Particularly when it's a positive energy about the cause in the service.
I couldn't agree more. And that momentum.
Yeah.
it's up to us as leaders to keep that momentum here.
Yeah.
Because the minute you start to feel flat
Absolutely.
or negative in any way, it feeds.
Yeah.
It's energy that feeds throughout the whole team. So
Yeah.
keeping that high.
So how do you do that with your teams?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. It's an active decision daily. I don't think it comes naturally all the time. Sometimes it can organically be there because we've had a great win or someone has done something incredible within our team. But I think it's an active choice daily to wake up and go, it's going to be a positive day. I'm going to make this a positive day. And even this morning, for example, we've potentially lost a client in the United States, which is a really big client for us. And we will do everything in our power to retain it. But that's a really heavy negative news piece that you wake up to.
Yeah.
So how do I keep that team motivated, keep that high, while also still reflecting on what we could do differently?
Yeah.
It's a daily active decision.
Yeah.
Even if you don't feel it, even if you've got something personal or something that
Totally.
you've just got to keep it.
It's a tough balance, eh?
Yeah. But it does feed, it does feed each other. And I can feel it when someone in our team is negative. And I think it comes back to what you were saying before. There is an intuitive feeling where it's like, the people have to be feeling it with me. And if I can feel that there's a negative energy or someone's flat, that is our job to then shift that into gear.
Yeah.
Yeah, really tough. Oh, fun and games. What keeps you up at night and what gets you out of bed in the morning?
Oh, crikey. Keeps me up at night. Well, I'll start with what gets me up in the morning.
Sure.
It's the cause. It's the I'm part of an incredible team. We have a really important cause, children and families that need us the most. That gets me up every morning, no matter how I'm feeling, because that's such an important. It's why I'm here. The up at night, probably it's again back to people. Years ago it would have been the numbers. Would have been the balance sheet's not balancing.
Yeah.
But it's totally the people, and particularly where I know some people are team members. And I'm putting aside the personal stuff, the family stuff. That's obviously comes first for me.
Of course.
But when I know there are leaders or team members that are going through some stuff, I find that hard. Yeah, I find that hard. Yeah.
And then you have to balance the the professional with the personal. Yeah.
Totally. Yeah.
Totally different avenue, and you won't know this question because I'm throwing it at you.
No,
but
good on you.
What we do, obviously, being in cleaning, how important is what we do, and not from a social responsibility or a charitable way, but how important is the bare bones of what we do to an organisation like yourself?
Incredibly important. I mean, nobody wants to turn up to an environment that's unclean, dirty. I know we're talking about dirty work. So important. And I've got to say, I mean, I often find myself working a bit late. I'm sure you do too. And your cleaners come in.
Oh, great.
And I enjoy my conversations.
That's so lovely.
And I'll always find, if there's been some kai, I'll always make sure the kai is food. I'll always make sure the food goes to the
that's
to
so
the cleaners.
Lovely.
And your team in particular, smile on face, friendly, always ask if they can vacuum or not, because they don't
want to disturb you.
Yeah. And I say, go for it.
Bless, yeah.
So short answer, really important. Hey, we all want to work in nice, comfortable, clean environments. Yeah. So really important.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Well, that's all I've got for you today, but I want to thank you personally for all the work that you do, because what you guys do is incredible stuff and so important. As I said before, I can't think of a better cause than helping children in any way that we can. So thank you for your incredible work, but also thank you for trusting in us to help you in that journey in whatever way we can. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, well, thank you too, Kristie. Thank you for doing what you do and your organisation does. And you guys are walking the talk. So, bring on more of that, eh?
Carpe.
Yeah, carpai. Carpai.
Carpai.
No, you've got it.
I'll get it.
Yeah. And we'll teach the mahia atu1 too.
I'll get there.
Have you got a leadership mantra?
I don't. It's funny. I thought about that when you sent me that yours, and I was like, I don't have a mantra as such. I think for us, being that it's a family business or has been built on family business through my father and myself, those values are really, really powerful to us.
Yeah.
And so I only know how to treat it like a family business and therefore treat our people like family, rightly or wrongly. But that is not so much a mantra but a way of doing business, a way of living and breathing.
That works. Ka pai.
Ka pai.
Got it.
Thanks, Matt.
You got it.
Appreciate your time.
Cool.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Dirty Work. If you enjoyed it, leaving a review helps others discover the podcast. Click follow so you're the first to know about new episodes. And for more information about AMC, their commitment to care, and their commercial cleaning services, visit amcclean.com.au.